What signs can teachers or parents look for if they think their student or their child is using drugs?
Okay, the signs are quite many, but I'll name some few.
Yeah.
One, there are these cases when a child is naturally an introvert. You might need to pick concern when they turn into extroverts.
Really?
Yeah, if a child was an introvert
and then they turn
become
into
an extrovert,
yeah.
You see, mental health fluctuates. It changes over due to life experiences, due to external stressors, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
But we should also ensure to know that behavior is not something that transforms overnight. If somebody was an introvert and then they become an extrovert, that is a point of worry, and vice versa. Next, seclusion and preference of being solitary or leading a solitary life. Next, temperament. You see, the best word to use is paranoia. Youth that are on drugs tend to be very paranoid. They lose temper quite often and regularly. They are naturally withdrawn, and they tend to have this cynical approach to life. They eventually think that everybody that is trying to approach them is doing so with a mind predisposed to exploiting them or being taking advantage of them, which is not good, because this is a school. It looks at total transformation of a human being, from the social life, from the spiritual life, from the academic life, and so on. So if we are going to help these people, we need to understand them beyond just knowing them.
Very interesting. Yes. Another question: what prevention methods have worked well in reducing drug abuse in schools? You as a teacher, what have you tried working out and then they work?
For us here at Mount Centenary is one, we have what we call sensitization talks. And when we make these sensitization talks, we ensure that they are gender discriminative. Why? Because when we mix them, or when we were mixing them in the
they
old
can't
days,
be free.
we realized that the girls were not free to talk about
and the boys
some
also.
issues, and the boys too.
Now
we make these sensitization talks that are gender discriminative, rather gender sensitive, which ensures at the end of the day that these children are open. They open up and tell us so much about what they're going through and what we can do about it. Secondly, we have a counselor. A counselor comes to school on a weekly basis. Every weekend. Yes, every weekend.
That's nice.
So basically, they are stationed somewhere, and those that have challenges go up to the counselor, talk to them, and revive.
That's very nice. That's very nice. I feel like most schools don't do this. I think they can have a counselor like once in a term, and we leave these young people, we let them suffer with whatever they are going through.
Well, for us, we are Mount Centenary's.
Mount Centenary's! With the holidays coming up, what advice would you give to the children that are going out there? I know this is third term holiday, right? Yes. They're going to be having a lot of time to relax and reset. What advice do you have for them?
All right. My advice to the youth that are breaking off quite soon, including our own students, breaking off on the 21st.
This month?
Yes, this month, this Saturday. They should ensure to know that direction is more important than speed. These youth should engage in more productive activities, especially leisure that is active and not passive. For example, games and sports. For example, completing academic tasks and assignments. For example, coaching programs, and so on and so forth. They should avoid passive leisure. You see, too much freedom eventually poisons personality and behavior. In the same way, too much enjoyment leads to us, the employed, it leads to unemployment.
It leads to unemployment.
Too much enjoyment spoils the future of a young soul that is trying to fight and achieve. that they have not received. Yes.
So that was for the students. Now, what should parents and guardians keep in mind in this holiday season?
Well, that goes back to the point that I raised a little earlier. Parents should endeavor to be more present in the physical life of their children.
Please say that again.
Parents should endeavor to be more physically present. Why am I saying physically present?
Yeah.
Buying food, breakfast, and catering for these children's luxury is not enough. Be physically present in their life.
Yeah.
Ask to know about them. See their report card. The report card speaks volumes about someone's mental health.
Exactly.
Look at their assignments. Look at their examination scripts. Look at their friends' circle. Look at their phone. Let us monitor what they do. Not because we seek to rebuke or admonish them, but because we want to endeavor to listen to the adage that prevention is better than cure. If we can do a little simple things like monitoring learners, like caring a little more for what they are doing beyond our reach and eye, we are going to prevent what would be so expensive to cure.
I understand.
Yes.
That's so much knowledge, and we are grateful to have this, to have an amazing gentleman here with us today. And finally, I would like you to please give us your last words to the students watching us out there. Our St. Mount Henry's, is it the school? Mount St. Henry's. Yeah, they already have the knowledge and the wisdom they need to stay away from drugs and put their mental health in check. So the students that are watching us on the other side, what words do you have for them?
Well, students out there, those basically watching this, drugs are no good.
Yeah.
They are not safe for you at your age, or not safe for anybody.
Yeah.
Because addiction is something that you can struggle
Even at an old age.
to break off, even at an old age.
Yeah.
So stay off drugs, stay safe. Drugs are fun.
Thank you so much. Thank you for listening. And my last remarks are, keep yourself safe. It's okay not to be okay. Like I said earlier, speak out. No one is going to judge you. Seek guidance and counseling. Find someone you confide in. These are very hard conversations to have, but we have to have them anyway. We are supposed to talk about them. So as we get into the holidays, be safe, stay away from drugs. There is more to life than drugs. We love you. Be safe. Drugs are pana.
Too much freedom eventually poisons personality and behavior.
Yeah.
In the same way, too much enjoyment leads to us, the employed, it leads to unemployment.
It leads to
But
unemployment.
too much enjoyment
Yeah.
spoils the future of a young soul that is trying to fight and achieve that they have not received. Yes.
So that was for the students. Now, what should parents and guardians keep in mind in this holiday season?
Well, that goes back to the point that I raised a little earlier. Parents should endeavor to be more present in the physical life of their children.
Please say that again.
Parents should endeavor to be more physically present. Why am I saying physically present?
Yeah.
Buying food, breakfast, and catering for these children's luxury is not enough.